What's going on, Cherubs? What's up? Empathic Earth Angel here. This video is going to be about Saturn and retrograde. Yes, Saturn and retrograde. But real quick, let me just make some quick announcements. Welcome again, Cherubs. My name is Empathic Earth Angel. Feel free to visit my website at urbancherubstyles.com, where we have everything from church dresses to tarot cards, oracle cards, and we cater to the whole spiritual community. So again, it's urbancherubstyles.com, and welcome to my channel, Cherubs. This video, let's wait no longer, is going to be about Saturn being in retrograde. The reason why I want to talk about this is because Saturn is going retrograde for the next 6 months. So yes, it started on July, I believe the 23rd, 24th. I don't want to really get into dates and stuff like that, but I know that it starts in July and it ends December, right? So let's keep that in mind. It's for 6 months, okay? Saturn is the planet, it's the energy and what's going to take place. Saturn is the planet of karma. Like we know, Jupiter is the planet of love and blessings, and so forth. The sun is the planet of strength and passion. So just throwing out certain things like that, all right? So let's keep in mind that Saturn is in retrograde for 6 months. So that represents karma or dharma, wherever you are. The message that I'm getting and I want to put out there, because this is going to hit very different. Saturn has been in retrograde before, but with the other opposing planets, with the year that we're in, with the times, with the new ages, people waking up now. So God has deemed it very, what's the word I'm using for it? God has deemed this time very accurate and very a good time to give back karma. He's allowing certain things to take place. So what I heard is, because I wrote it down. It says high level spell work is going to be weak, is mixed with weak energy. The divine, yes, the divine, the most high, is going to be put in court in session. So just imagine court being in session. Court is in session. The divine judge has complicated reviews and heavy verdicts made for those and are ready to be handed out. So again, court is in session. The divine has made judgment, complicated reviews, and heavy verdicts are ready to be handed out. Okay? That is going to be the energy for the next 6 months. And when I say everything is aligned with what is going to be taking place, and no one can stop it, no amount of spell work. Oh, it's going to be spell work, because a lot of people that don't believe in the Creator, who have God complexes, who have just being mean and nasty, getting over, these are people that were in high positions that had power, who mishandled their use of power, who went against some of God's people, or who went against people who were put in place to do God's work, shut them down, slandered them, belittled them, tried to kill them, wanted to take their place, wanted to take their energy. whether it was a building you didn't let someone get. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Maybe this is for someone who could gonna be watching, or something that someone was supposed to do, or something that someone did not do. You put the chips and lay them wherever your story is, and how you are, what you're gonna go through. But okay, so they say that the Mercury retrograde is based off of an optical illusion. That's the scientific part of it. Oh, it's an optical illusion. Cool. What the divine is saying, that this Mercury, I'm sorry, that Saturn and Mercury retrograde for the next 6 months, what he's saying is broken illusions. Real quick, the definition of illusion. The definition of illusion is a false or misleading perception of reality and what's real, where your brain misinterprets information from your senses. Let me read it again, because the divine is saying the most karma that's going to be taking place is he's going to be breaking illusions off of people who actually had these God complexes, who actually think that they're that they knew in the beginning that they shouldn't have done or said things, and somehow lost touch with that and had a sense of superior about their doing wrong, took people down with them, and didn't care about the chosen people or the people that God sent their way to obtain their riches and their glory that they had here on earth. So, broken illusion, a false or misleading perception of reality, what's real, where the brain misinterprets info from your senses. So, reading that definition, you can have a sense of dignity, a sense of morale about yourself, a sense of love and care and fairness. But people in their greediness and being patient, not praying, not keeping God in it, somehow had these illusions casted over their lives that they put, most of it is their own doing. And it says misinterpret info from your senses. These people have actually lived in illusion, knowing that they were wrong at first, but then somehow at the end totally forgot about it. Well, some people will even kill about what they know is wrong, and now they need that sense of it being real and people believing them and their mask not slipping off. So this is the time right here from July, August, September, October, November, December. That is 6 months. And I believe, like I said, it started around the 23rd, 24th of July. So, of course, it's going to end towards the middle of December. This is going to be for the next 6 months. Illusions. God said the most thing that he's going to be doing is breaking illusions. People, you're going to see, if you are on the good side of things and you know there's some people headed for this karma that they have, get ready to see people fall down to their knees. Get ready to have people reaching out to you because they know that you've been trying to change or warn them for months. Get ready to see people have mental breakdowns. You hear me? Get ready to see people snap, because the demons are coming for what is owed to them, and they want it. Because the illusion that the demon has gave you, and that you played in, and that you thought, okay, this is all me. I'm the great this, I'm the great this, and all these people answer to me, and can't nobody move without me, and this is, my money, and I don't have to share it with the hunger or the with anyone who needs it, other than if they're going to be, you get where I'm trying to say. I don't want to go into too many details. That illusion, those ways, and those people are getting ready to suffer. I'm talking about things that, and I'm hearing spirit say these are not only are younger people, whoever, it's just a time for it. If you're over the age of 12 right now, you're going to go through it. That's what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing that a lot of older people are going to have nervous breakdowns and are going to perish quicker than what people thought, because after this year, this 6 months right here that's getting ready to pass, people are not going to know what to do. They're going to be 100% totally mentally devastated, because things that have went on, and I'm talking about older people, right? So things that had went on for these older people for 30, 40 years, that is a long time. Some even pushing into 50. They have been, and I'm talking about 60, 70, 80-year-olds that are still thriving and still haven't grasped the fact that there was a bigger cause behind what God has blessed them with on this earth. And a lot of them people have groups and communities of people underneath them. These are the people who are going to suffer the most, because things have went on for 30, 40, some even pushing into 50 years plus. And when the tower comes down, and when things are completely done, and when things are completely chaotic, and it just can't be fixed, and they can't make that quick phone call or do that quick spell work or call that coven to come in and fast, or even whatever they do, and for, and that demon can no longer say, hey, the illusion is up. This is what it is. This is what it's always been, and you're going to have to deal with it, and you will leave this earth either on your knees asking God for forgiveness, or you will leave this earth with nothing. And that goes for young people too, because I'm giving an example of how a lot of the older people are going to be worse off because they have been in their illusions longer. But let me tell you something. This goes for everybody, including me. So, when I say it goes for everybody, it's because it's going to affect personal illusions, finances, career, family life, relationships, things like that. It's coming in at all angles. If you know you're not doing good on the job, if you know whatever it is with your relationships, don't think, it's 6 months of this, okay? So don't think, oh, okay, well, I just be extra on my toes, and oh, y'all heard about this Mercury retrograde, it's okay. No. Illusions, broken illusions. So, like I said in the beginning, high level spell work, weak energy. And when I say high level, because it's going to be persistent, these people are going to burn extra candles because they feel it. They feel it. And they're going to say, hey, let's just do what we've been doing. And what you've been doing is not going to work anymore. It's not going to work. Now, a lot of the upright, the people who were patient, the prayer warriors, the ones who were outnumbered, like the outnumbered people, the people that were abused with no cause, especially children, the innocent ones, the superior attitude when it comes to certain communities on who really cares, and who doesn't, because there's a lot of people in communities that they really don't care. But they have this, they own this and own that. And that's sort of like the reason why things like that come about, where you have people in position who actually care, who don't care, but they're in these high level positions and they don't care, is because of something called social proof. And that's going to be my next video on social proof, because all people need to do is see that this person has a lot of cars, that this person owns this. And instead of looking to themselves, they look for others. And they try to piggyback off of someone else's success or someone else's story on how they can help them overcome this and overcome that. But let me tell you something. The devil uses God's word to sound the same, and it's almost close, but at the end they never tell you the truth of what you're going to lose and what's being sacrificed. And it's the same way for some of these people who have used manipulating tactics on people in their family and in their own community to get the things that they need, and then turn around, and when they don't need them no more, or they have the money, or they have the access, or whatever paperwork, whatever temporary or long-term, whatever it is that they needed, they shut these people down, they belittle them. The innocent ones, it's for the innocent ones, it's for the people who been doing their work and speaking on God's word and trying to warn people for the longest. They will feel less of it. And it's okay. If you want to say, hey, I feel it now more than ever, let me turn to God and start praying. That's cool, because within these next 6 months, that's what a lot of us are going to be doing. Even some spiritual people are going to have to rewind, do some shadow work, think about where their career was at first, because I see it's a lot of spiritual people out here who, when they started their platform, they were all about the Most High, all about God. They were saying their prayers, they were blessing their cards or blessing their coven, and now it's just to the point where now they're cocky. They barely keep God in it. You can barely get a Bible verse out of them. They think they know everything because now they have over 30, 40, almost 100,000 subscribers. Let me tell you, every single angle, even spiritual people, some pastors, they are going to have to go back and rethink the plan if they want to continue, because some way, somehow, the illusions are lifted, the veil is lifted, and every little thing, whether you have been walking a tightrope, a loose rope, you know where you fit. Get ready to call it out. Get ready to let God know how you're going to fix it. Get ready to see people in power crumble and fall down to their knees. Get ready to see kids talking more. Get ready to see the enemy telling on themselves. Get ready to see loved ones and close people who you thought was in good health just leave this earth, okay? Get ready to see people who have lived in abominations come out and say, hey, I'm done with this life. I can't do it no more because it's killing me. Get ready to see the first last, basically, and the last first, especially if it was done in a way that it wasn't built on truth, especially if it was done with a high, with not a spell word period. Get ready to see it get weakened and fall and crumble. This July through December is going to be some distractions, especially from the media, but pay that no mind. Worry about your family. Worry about, number one, yourself, your closest loved ones. As far as when I say your family, because we all know we're not close to everybody in our family, but your closest loved ones. Prayer. Whatever it is that you want to change, go ahead and change it. Whether it be a job, whether it be a woman, a man in a relationship, whether it be a home. Because if not, you're going to be forced in a way that you might not like. So if it's something you know that you should have already been doing, do it. Or prepare yourself for it, because between now and December, when you have to be forced to do it, you don't want to be in you don't want to put yourself in that mind state where you are, feeling that you could have, done more, feeling that you second guessed yourself, that you didn't listen to your intuition, because a lot of us, we don't listen to our intuitions at first, and it's, how many times something happened and then we go, dang, I should have, I was thinking that and I just didn't. I don't know why, man. I should have just, I thought about it once, I thought about it more than once, and I just didn't. Prepare yourself. And if it's not just for you, for others, prepare yourself for others who are going to want to reach out to you. And it's okay to not answer. It's okay to cut these people off. It's okay, because you don't want them to idolize you. You don't want them to make you out to be another illusion. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you think you're going to help, the illusion for them is lifted. It's something that the Most High, the universe, is taking them through. And they're going to have to go through it. So why put yourself on a bandwagon with them because you feel bad and get karma for you? You can't stop nothing. If they got to stop you first because you're trying to help something be stopped for someone else, then so be it. So be it. If God has to stop you because you're trying to stop him from stopping somebody else that has been living a lie, and it's time, let me tell you something. These verdicts are ready to be handed out. These verdicts are ready. Court is in session for the next 6 months. And I don't know what day you're going to court, but be ready. Be ready. Saturn in retrograde for the next 6 months. I don't know what day your day is coming, what day mine is coming, but we have to be ready. And like I said, I'm just giving a warning to some people, because it's going to be a lot of people in position and power around us in our communities that are not ready. And we must not fold, and we must not fold for them. Let God handle it the way the Most High sees fit. Do not get yourself locked up in nobody else's karma. Trust me, it's been reviewed and reviewed and reviewed. Court is in session, baby. All right, my cherubs, y'all be good. Do something good today.